ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
Minutes ago, state regulators rejected a set of rules they've been debating since this morning, which leaves up in the air what Californians can expect as more return to work. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt. Steve has the night off. ABC 10 News anchor Derek Stahl has been watching this all day. He's joining us now with what this means. Derek.
Well, the bottom line, Kim, is that when the clock strikes June 15th and the state begins to reopen and vaccinated people begin taking off their masks, in the workplace, employees will not be allowed to take their masks off when they're on the clock. Because this vote failed on these new rules, California's current workplace safety rules will remain in place. So that means masks, that means physical distancing, that means partitions. All of those things will have to continue. There will be no differentiation between people who are unvaccinated and people who are vaccinated. Basically, the current rules stay in place until Cal OSHA can come up with a new set of rules and vote on them again. So since 10 a.m. today, there's been hours and hours of public testimony at this Cal OSHA hearing. Cal OSHA had been trying to relax certain rules on vaccinated workers, like allowing them to be maskless outside or maskless in a room entirely of vaccinated people. But those standards would have required employers to basically track and document which workers are vaccinated and which ones aren't. It would have also required employers to provide N95 masks to unvaccinated workers. That was a very contentious topic. Some critics thought these changes that Cal OSHA was considering didn't go far enough. They didn't loosen the existing rules enough because workers at like restaurants and shops that interface with the public, they would have to continue wearing masks indoors, even if they were vaccinated. And we know the CDC has said that vaccinated people can safely go without masks in most situations. So again, what does this mean? Well, California, the Cal OSHA folks are basically going to have to go back to the drawing board, come up with a new set of proposals. They have another meeting June 17th, but they say that they might need longer than that to come up with new rules, possibly into July, possibly into August. So again, for now, masks will continue in the workplace even after June 15th. I'm Derek Stahl, ABC 10 News.
Thank you, Derek. And the county reported just 42 new COVID cases today, while our test positivity rate remained below 1%. The local death toll from coronavirus did go up by 1. San Diego County's new eviction moratorium went into effect today. Under the order, a tenant can only be evicted if they're considered a health or safety threat to others. It's good news for San Diegans such as Patricia Mendoza, who was saved by the state's eviction ban that expires this month.
I was broken. I did not know where to go. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had lost my job and I was worried to be evicted.
Most landlords oppose the moratorium, arguing they still have to pay mortgages and the property taxes. The moratorium will expire 60 days after the state opens up June 15th. Governor Gavin Newsom is giving the green light for continued use of restaurant parklets. Last month, the San Diego City Council voted to allow restaurants to keep using streets, sidewalks, and parking lots until at least June of next year. Today, Newsom gave his blessing and also announced that to-go alcoholic drinks, which were illegal before the pandemic, will be allowed for at least the rest of the year.
So this will allow folks to continue to get the takeout. If you do takeout food, you'll be able to get the takeout cocktails.
California is also waiving the franchise tax board fee for people starting new businesses. We have breaking news out of Alpine, where one person has died in a fiery car crash. Sky 10 was over the scene a short time ago. We are told several cars collided just after 6 o'clock on the 8 East at Tavern Road. Someone reportedly had to be rescued from a burning car. Traffic in the area is backed up for miles, and we're still gathering information. We will bring you more as we get it. Scripps Health patients are trying to sort out what personal information may have been stolen during last month's ransomware attack. ABC 10 News reporter Jennifer Kastner talked to one patient struggling to get answers.
Scripps Health confirmed this afternoon that patients can once again start scheduling appointments online through the patient portal system. Meanwhile, there are still several unanswered questions about the extent of this attack. It's been 2 days since Scripps Health made the jarring announcement that almost 150,000 patients may have had their personal information compromised in the cyber attack. But there were still very few answers Thursday about how much data was taken.
It's not comfortable.
Patient David Jacobson had been struggling for weeks to access his records following a neck injury. After learning this week's news about the volume of patients affected by the attack, he contacted the dedicated call center Thursday for an update.
Thank you for calling the Scripps Health Incident Response Line.
I gave them a call, wanted to check and see if I was going to get a letter or if, in fact, my social security number had been compromised. I was told that it had not been compromised as far as they knew as of yet.
Tuesday, Scripps revealed that an unauthorized person hacked its network and got copies of documents before deploying ransomware, and that health information and personal financial information was acquired. For certain patients, this information includes one or more of their names, addresses, dates of birth, health insurance information, medical record numbers, patient account numbers, and or clinical information, such as physician name, dates of service, and or treatment information. For less than 2.5% of patients, social security numbers and driver's license numbers were also affected. And while Scripps said there's no indication that any data has been used to commit fraud, Jacobson knows he's not yet out of the woods. The hospital network reports that it still doesn't know what's inside some remaining documents that it believes were compromised by hackers, and it will likely take several months to figure that out. ABC 10 News requested an interview Thursday with a representative of the hospital to discuss the attack. A spokesperson wrote back that they are not yet granting interviews. Reporting from La Jolla, Jennifer Kastner, ABC 10 News.
4 migrants were rescued from treacherous terrain near the U.S.-Mexico border today. It happened just before 11:30, halfway between Dulzura and Tecate. A sheriff's helicopter spotted the 4 migrants sitting on a hill. Crews couldn't reach them safely, so they were airlifted out. 2 of the migrants were taken to the hospital for medical treatment. A new app will help local law enforcement understand our diverse population a little better. ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena takes a look at the Cultural Sensitivity app in today's Stories for Change.
When law enforcement responds to a situation in San Diego County, there's no telling who they might encounter. The area is home to a diverse population with many different races, ethnicities, religions, and cultures.
Understanding a person's practice of cultural norms can help officers quickly build trust and improve communication.
Which is why the District Attorney's Office, along with its Interfaith Advisory Board, developed the Cultural Awareness Project. It's designed to help officers respond respectfully during non-emergency situations.
We can walk in, we can have that conversation, and making certain that we're not offending anybody, making certain that we're doing everything that we can to provide a better service.
The project centers around this newly launched app. So far, it has information on 11 different communities. Within each group, categories like traditions and beliefs, greetings, visiting households, and experiences with law enforcement.
This information, by the way, came from the communities.
Taha Hassan, imam at the Islamic Cultural Center, was one of the people consulted for the project. He gave an example of how the app could give officers a better understanding of a potential situation with Muslim women wearing a hijab.
If there is no man in the house and a police officer shows up at the door and the Muslim woman tells him, "Excuse me, I'm not covered, give me a few seconds to cover," he shouldn't see this as something that, might create a big problem.
Although the app contains only 11 communities now, the district attorney says they can add more based on experience and need. Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
The app is free and available in the Apple and Android stores under Cultural Awareness Project.